Oh, again, I hate to get into all the comparisons. I mean, the team last year was its own team. That team won a bunch of games and did something pretty unprecedented around here. But I'd like to kind of leave that in the past. A team has to have a killer instinct to reach its potential. We're getting ready to go on the road here. A lot here in the next several weeks, and to go on the road and win, you got to be a killer. You do. I mean, that's just part of it. And the new challenges are coming up for us. I'm excited about how we're progressing, but we gotta keep doing it and keep being ready for these challenges. But I believe in this group, and I believe we will be. We're not in the messages. We're trying to play the game on our own terms. We're not real concerned with what's going on the outside. That's really, this team has really adopted that mentality, and you got to be careful of that, especially in a sports town like this, in a school like this, that everybody across the country, whether they love SC or hate SC, everyone's checking their score. Everybody wants to know what they're doing, and so there's always going to be some type of buzz and attention around it. And we've just decided we're going to play on our terms, and we'll let the dust settle and see where we're at the end of the day. I mean, we essentially gave up 3 points, and it's pretty good, We played good defense. We got pressure on the quarterback. Power read got out a couple times on us, and really other than that, there wasn't much else. We caused turnovers. We did pretty much everything that really, really good defenses do. It's one game. There's how long do you have? A lot. But there's a lot good. But listen, these deals are always the same. It's you play good and everybody thinks it's perfect, and it's not. And if you play terrible, everybody thinks, well, you can't get 1 yard and you're horrible, or on either side, and it's always gets blown out of proportion. We're doing some good things. The next game is going to be a totally different challenge. The next game after that is going to be a totally different challenge. It just resets. So I like what we're doing, but the bigger challenges are coming.
Yeah, I just saw it off the foot of the punter, and I looked down to see how much space I had between the defenders and the ball, and I saw I had a lot of room. I took it up the middle. My blockers did a great job, and the rest was history. With spaces, it's kind of deadly. So
practiced all week, and I saw him in a look that we kind of liked. I actually kind of heard Coach yelling my name or saying something. I didn't want to get out of the look or have him check anything, so I didn't look over. And kept it and let it fly once I saw the safety come down.
Go. I was going to tell you to throw it to Brendan.
Oh, okay.
I was in the corner, I was blocking for him, and I see on the big screen, Caleb's right behind me. I'm trying to shove him back, and then I'm like, okay, Caleb's right behind me. You know what? Let me step out the way. Caleb just went ahead and ran him over. I'm like, perfect. Touchdown.
So you are watching the big screen?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay.
You got to watch the big screen and see which leverage you want. But it was really cramped space, so I just got out the way and knew Caleb was going to finish the job. Most definitely. If you guys go through the past stats of each and every game, some guys got 2 catches, some guys got 3 catches, but these guys are continuously going out there and making the most of each and every play. And if you go out there and make the most of each and every play, you're going to stay on the field. So honestly, it's just take advantage of your opportunities.
This game, how deep this receiver room is. Where do you think the kind of culture of humility comes from to kind of know and trust your teammates that they can make a play just as good as you?
There's a lot of humility. Everybody knows that you can go out there and anybody can just make the play, especially when guys practice each and every day trying to outwork you. You see guys elevate, and when they elevate, they're elevating the game, they're pushing you to be better, and it's really just amazing just to see how these guys want to improve and work on their game even further.
How rare is that in your experience, not only to have this collection of talent, but to have that humility piece to go with it?
It's completely rare. Shoot. Being too selfish breaks teams, and you see this group of guys knowing that everybody and anybody wants to be that big playmaker, but everybody's going to support each other, and that's what it is. That's what makes the Trojans like a really good team, I bet, sir.
The thing about playing on this type of offense, you can't have any egos. You got to be able to compete at a high level and be able to be there for your brother. We're all about brothers and just being there for each other. So that's pretty cool having them come up to me after a big play. It definitely worked in our way. We practice the way we practice. Our practice is harder than any game, like literally. It's crazy. Like our practice, the way we practice is insane, and it actually helps. It makes things out here a lot easier. So it just felt like practice and just having fun, like background playground football when you're young. It's just super fun when you're able to execute at a high level.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's just kind of his game. Like, it may not look like he's going crazy, but he's still like out there doing plays that no one else in the country can do. So. He's a really good teammate and a really good person, so it's cool to see him go out there and do that week in and week out.
I mean, I think it shows what we're capable of. I mean, we got a lot of guys who want to fly around, make plays. Great group of guys, hungry guys. I think that's the biggest difference from last year, that you see how passionate these guys we're playing with. There's a certain edge to us. And when we're doing our job, it shows how elite this defense can be. And when we're not doing our job, it also shows. So just being more consistent, but I think we're making great leaps, and it's very promising. And we're very excited. We're all believing in ourselves individually, and we believe in ourselves as a unit. There's a gold standard we're trying to reach here at this program. We're trying to be known as a defensive program. We respect Coach Riley. We respect that offense, and we're happy as hell that offense plays like they do. But we want this team to be known as a defensive football team. And I believe when the season's over, it will be known as one.